So we're gonna, okay, and Zoom was making sure that, that the recording is in progress. So we're first gonna have from Housing and Residence Life, we're gonna have Ms. Elisa Espinosa Ortega, who is the Assistant Director for Operations. And she's gonna give you all the information hopefully possible so you can learn everything about residence life and know that it is an awesome opportunity to engage in. And if it's something you're interested in, you're in the right spot to learn more. So we pass it on to Ms. Elisa Espinosa. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for having me. Yes, I apologize in advance if my dog starts barking. I'm at home with my windows open and he hears something and starts barking right away. So apologize for that in advance. Yes, my name is Elisa and I am with Housing and Residence Life. A lot of our parents have a lot of questions about housing, so I appreciate having the opportunity to talk to you about the resources that UTEP has regarding housing. So I'm gonna try to share a video. Hopefully we're able to see it. And I'm gonna, so that you can see a little bit of what it's like to have in the residence halls. So I'm gonna share my whole screen and hopefully that will work for us. We're gonna see double for a few seconds here. Okay.
Make the most of your college experience by living on campus. Enjoy some of the benefits like free laundry rooms, quiet study spaces, saving time, and lifelong friendships. The best part of living on campus is the Student Recreation Center being just a walking distance from your apartment. Bring your friends. The Student Recreation Center offers a complete gym equipped with different workout machines, a weight room, an indoor running track, indoor swimming pools, and so much more. By living on campus, you can save money on gas and time from a long commute. You can be more engaged in campus activities and focus more on your classes without any distractions. For more information on what Housing and Residence Life and the Recreational Sports Center have to offer, visit the following website and sign up for a virtual tour.
Awesome. Now let me exit out of this one. And now we share the PowerPoint. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat. When I'm sharing my screen, I don't really get to see the questions, but as soon as we're done with the presentation, I can answer those questions. If you have a question, you can also unmute yourself and ask the question. I don't mind either. So let me just go ahead and share the PowerPoint presentation real quick. So I want to start by talking about FIRE. So this academic year, starting fall 2021, we are having a brand new program called FIRE, the First Residential College Experience. For the past 20 or so years that we've had the new apartment style housing on campus that started with Minor Village, then Minor Heights and Minor Canyon. We've housed students ages 16 to about 65 has been my oldest resident. And every resident has been assigned according to their age and gender, but there hasn't been really a way for us to assign students or group students together. So we've had one room could be a first year student, then the next door neighbors could be graduate students or juniors or sophomore. And the benefit of that was that students could just meet people throughout college, right? The challenge with that was that we couldn't really do a programming experience for just our incoming students or juniors, seniors looking for jobs, or even for our graduate students, because everybody was mixed in with all the students and all the levels. So this year, we are starting the first year residential experience to help us with that and program a little better for our students. So first year residential experience means that all first year students are going to live in particular in specific areas. So for now, for next fall, all of Copper Hall in Minor Canyon is completely full with first year students. So ages range from 16 to 18. And that is about it. And all of them will probably go through the same classes. They'll see each other around campus all the time. And the programming is going to be specific to help students transition from high school to college. We know that students that live on campus have a higher GPA, graduate faster, so within their 4 years, and to have just a better experience in college in general, because they are surrounded by the group of people that are on campus doing the same thing. We encourage our students to get involved in student organizations, to get a job on campus, to start developing their resumes. So a lot happens on campus. We also encourage our students to go talk to their faculty, their professors during office hours, go to study groups, go to the library. So a lot is happening on campus, and it's easier for them to attend all of these different events when they are living on campus and not having to commute back and forth or living in an apartment off campus. So we have, like I said, 2 specific areas where all of my first year students will be assigned. The first one is Minor Canyon, which is our newest property. It opened in 2015. You saw on the video, the rec center. The reason why we always collaborate with the rec center is because the rec center is right here, which is within walking distance from Minor Canyon. Our students just have to go to Stumble Drive and then come to the rec center. Very convenient. Minor Canyon and all of our properties are connected through the Minor Metro shuttle. So even if a student that lives at Minor Canyon has full access to the rest of campus just by jumping on the shuttle and going around campus where they need to be. The next property that we have is Minor Village. So Minor Village is our oldest property. That one opened in 2001. So it's about 20 years old. Because of that is what most people know as our residence halls, but we actually have 3 properties. So these are the 2 specific for the have buildings specifically for first year students. So not every building is dedicated for first year students, but like I mentioned, all of Copper Hall in Minor Canyon, which is this first building at the front, is assigned with first year students. And the first 2 buildings in Minor Village, so these 2 right here, are assigned with first year students. So when we are doing programs and events and knocking on doors, inviting students, we know that the people that live in those buildings are specifically incoming students that may need a little bit more help in finding the resources on campus. If I'm doing programs or events for the students that live in these areas, I know that they're probably a little bit more advanced in their college degree, and we need to offer different resources. Like now you are not looking for your first job on campus. Now you're looking for an internship. Now you finish your internship. Now you're probably looking for your full-time job. So the resources and programs are completely different for all of our students. So that's what we're doing this year. So that's Minor Village. What do we have? So Minor Canyon, like I mentioned, is our one of the buildings where we have first year students, and it's our newest building. The picture that you see here, it was actually taken by one of our former residents, and they took the picture and shared it with us. So we're happy to see that they enjoy the place where they live. Minor Canyon has 4 room style options, but 3 of them are available for first year students. The 4th option is the studio apartment or 1-person efficiency. We do not recommend a first year student living in a studio or an efficiency to avoid isolation. It is very easy to stay in your room and not have to go outside when you're the only one there. And this prevents them from getting to know other students and just enjoying the resources that they have available to them. It is the only complex that has hallway style apartments and has elevators. So UTEP only has apartment style housing. So when we think about the residence halls, some people call it as the dorms. We don't use that word because the word dorm is just a place where you sleep. A residence hall is where growth happens, where learning happens, and it's not just where you go to bed. This is a place, an environment that is geared to help the students grow and be successful in college. So we have our residence halls are all apartment style. And Minor Canyon has more shared apartments than single rooms because also research shows that everything we do it based on the information and resources and research, right? So the research shows that students that share, the more they share, the more they grow. Because yes, they have to have difficult conversations. They have to grow. They have to mediate. They have to agree. Yes, ma'am. Was that a question? Okay. So there is a lot more growth when the student is in a shared environment with multiple people. So this is why we have these types of apartments. So you're looking at a Minor Canyon 4-bedroom for 4 people. This is every student gets their individual bedroom. So they have single bedrooms. Every time we have 4 people or more, you'll have 2 bathrooms. So you have a bathroom on each of the ends of the apartment. It has basic furniture. So the bed, the desk chair, the living room furniture, that is included, a full-size stove and a full-size fridge. So all the students has to bring is their appliances. Then one of my most requested room style options is this 4-bedroom for 6 people. So this apartment in itself has 2 room style options. The first one is the 4-bedroom for 6 people private or single apartment, which you see here in the middle. The student is not sharing the bedroom with anyone else. The rates that you see here are per semester per person. The next ones are shared bedrooms. So the rate is a little lower than the single bedroom. These 2 are my most requested by students because they want that experience. You know, this is what we see as other institutions have in the traditional residence hall, where they're sharing the small bedroom and community bathrooms and community kitchens. They just want to be able to, you know, have that connection with the roommate. So it's one of my most requested room style options. So this is Minor Canyon. And then Minor Village, I could be here for another hour just talking to you about Minor Village. And if you're interested, I can give you a little bit more information. But Minor Village also has 4 room style options. Most of them are single bedrooms. The one that is not available for first-year students is also a studio apartment. We don't give preference for the studio apartments for any other student, but the returner students. So students that have lived with us, we do their applications, and those are the ones that have preference for any room style that they want. So if you have a student that has been living on campus and they want to submit their housing application for an efficiency or a studio, they absolutely can do that. But incoming students, they have to be in the fire experience buildings. So why do we encourage students to live on campus? If you are from the area, if you are from the El Paso area, I have a lot of students, and of course we target to our population in El Paso, and about 50% of my residents at Minor Canyon, Minor Village, and Minor Heights are from the El Paso area. And there are several reasons why your students choose to live on campus versus living at home or commuting from an apartment near campus. And the reason is that everything that we do is geared to help the student. We know that they have a busy schedule, that they have a lot to do. And so we provide resources for them to help them be successful. So all of the rates that you saw on the websites on our screen, everything is included. So we also already provide high internet and wireless. We have study rooms within the residence hall, so they don't have to go to the library or find a coffee shop to go do their homework. They can do all of that within the residence halls with their peers. We have quiet hours. We do understand that some students like to stay up late doing homework or like to wake up early to do their homework and go to class. We have some classes that start at 7:30. So we have quiet hours that start at 10 p.m. So all noise should be kept within the apartment so that we don't bother others trying to sleep or trying to study. We have computer labs available also in the building. So in the case that the student needs to print something, they can print it within the residence halls and then just take it to their class the next day. Now that we're moving into in-person classes, the study rooms may be used a little bit more. And then everything is designed for community. It's about the connections, the friendships, and the support system that the student is creating for themselves. It is important to have peers to help each other, whether it's in a class or just emotional support that the student needs to help cope with the transition from high school to college. A lot of my students, oh no, like it's easy. But then as they go, they start getting to, they distance from their high school friends and now they're meeting new friends. And so that transition is also difficult. So they need to have a support system within the university, and being on campus, living on campus helps create that support system for them. We aid in the creation of that support system by doing programs or events. We call them fun educational. So a little bit of fun and a little bit educational for the students. And the pictures that you see here on the presentation, these are actually from this year. These are late March, early April, as our community started to open up a little bit more and we were able to have some in-person events. So we were able to do some arts and crafts with our students. And so some of them came and they were enjoying the time. One thing to highlight is that on the bottom picture right here, you see Dr. Wilson hanging out with our students. We only house about 1,000 students. From the 25,000 students that come to UTEP, we only house about 1,000. So we are a very unique, small community, very intimate. Then students, it's easy for them to get to know each other. Because of that, Dr. Wilson does take the time to come to our events. She will be here for a move-in day. She will be at our first events the first week of school. So not every student gets the opportunity to interact and meet the president of the institution. Students that live on campus have that opportunity. So I think that is exciting. We're very happy to have Dr. Wilson stop by our events, and she is eager to continue having those connections with our students. Worry-free features. So a lot of the questions that I get asked from parents. So how about security? So all of our complexes have their minor gold card. So their student ID is what gives the student access to the property. So let's say that I have a student at Minor Village that has a friend at Minor Canyon. They can't access each other's buildings just because they're both living in the residence halls. Only the students at Minor Village have access to Minor Village, and only the students that live at Minor Canyon have access to Minor Canyon. Minor Canyon, because it is our newest property with the most technology, that the whole building does not have key access. Everything is card access, which makes it easy. If the student loses their card, we automatically deactivate it, give them a temporary card while they go replace their minor gold card. If a student loses their key, yes, nobody will be able to tell what key is for or what room it is for, but we have to call the locksmith, get a lock change. Everything will happen within the same day. But it's more immediate when we're at Minor Canyon. Laundry is free. It's included in the rates for the residence halls. We have laundries at all 3 properties, and actually it's pretty cool that they can check what machines are available online. So a student can log into the computer, see what machine is available, and then rush their basket to the laundry room instead of dragging the basket all the way up there to only find out that every machine is taken. So there's that option, and we don't have to worry about quarters and changing the $5 bill and is this new? No have to worry about that. We also have maintenance staff available on the property, and we also have our residence life staff, so the resident assistants and the coordinators that live in the property. So should something happen, so let's say right now with all the rain, a student has a leak or a flood, there is always somebody there to assist. The student is never alone. Should something break, not work, you name it, they can call the RA phone, call one person, and help will come your way. So as long as they do not purposely break whatever is not working, we will take care of all their repairs. But if they happen to break the toilet tank with a hammer because they were just playing, we will charge for the replacements for those parts. But other than that, we won't need to charge the student. So that is my presentation. I don't know if we have any questions. If you are in the El Paso area and you want to come see the building and you want to see the rooms in real life, we are taking tours in person. So all you have to do is give us a call and we'll just walk you around the property and show you our rooms. We were not able to do that for the past year, but now we're able to show our rooms and show you what we have to offer. But whether you have a student that is just coming to UTEP out of high school or a student that has been at UTEP for a little while, I encourage you to come and see and take a look and help them have a successful career at UTEP and graduate with a good GPA, and let them enjoy all the opportunities that they have at UTEP. So I'm here for questions a little bit. Share my screen.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Elisa. If anyone has any questions and you're too shy to ask, you can always put it in the chat. And I know Elisa will make sure to respond in the chat. If not, after our next presentation, if you guys have any questions, we can definitely, you can shoot it our way and we can forward that to Elisa or give you their contact information as well, even though they already shown it. For any further questions. So thank you so much, Elisa. Very interesting. Now I'm like, I wish I lived on campus while I was a student. I missed out on that experience. So this is something anyone is interested in, definitely take advantage. The rent is not bad. I just did the math in my head and I'm like, whoa, I really should have taken advantage. Awesome. Thank you so much. So next we're going to move on to our second presentation of the program, if you will, and it is Miss Diana Fierro, who is the marketing coordinator for UTEP Dining Services. And so she'll be able to speak about what is included in dining services, especially for a lot of us who haven't been here in the past year. You know, what is it to eat on campus? So we'll give it to Miss Diana. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. As mentioned, my name is Diana Fierro. I'm the marketing coordinator for Food Services, Dining Services Department. So I'm gonna share my screen to show you a little video of what we offer. And as well, if you have any questions, feel free to do it on the chat or unmute yourself.
Diana, we're not able to hear it very well.
Maybe when you're pressing, you can share sound as well.
You're
Go
not
at
able.
the top.
Okay, yeah, let me hold on. It's not letting me. Are you
There
able
it
to?
is.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty, so that was our short video. And now we're gonna go ahead and go with the presentation. So as you were able to see, we do have many options here available on campus for our students. But what I mainly want to talk to you about, it's our resident dining. So we do have the pick and shovel, in which we offer meal plans for students. This is just an opportunity for you as a parent and the students to save money throughout the semester. So the meal plans are, as I mentioned, the pick and shovel. We do offer two options for them. So we do have a block of 75 meals plus $225 that you can use. The pick and shovel is an all-you-care-to-eat dining facility. So we do offer brunch Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Sometimes there's students where they're coming in, they're too focused on school, and we want them to keep them healthy. Sometimes they forget their lunch or they're in a hurry, and it's just so accessible. It's located at the Union Building. They're able to go in. It goes under their Minor Gold card, so they don't have to be carrying around their credit card or their debit card or any cash. It's automatically gonna go to their Minor Gold card. They just swipe it and they're able to go inside and eat everything they want as much as they want. Our menu changes on a daily basis, so they're able to try different foods and have the opportunity to stay healthy and eat that meal. Sometimes they either forget to have breakfast or they're in a hurry, and I mean, we want to keep them healthy. We want them to be focused on their school, and so accessible for that location. The other block that we offer are 75 meals. So the two options, the 225 meal plan dollars, that's extra money that they can use at any of the other venues. So let's say they already had their brunch at the Pick and Shovel. They're able to use that $225 for Chick-fil-A or get that Starbucks or any other of the food venues that we have on campus. So it's just an option for you and the students to save money throughout the whole semester. Once you do the calculations, it is going to be saving a lot of money, and especially for them that are starting, it is important to let them know how to manage what they have and keep that budget within what you're going to be spending throughout the semester. The advantage of the meal plan is that it can be paid off with any financial aid, any student loans, or if you're planning on doing the installment plan, it's going to automatically do that as well. So it's going to be divided into the different payment options that we offer. So advantages that we have for the Pick and Shovel, it is easy access. So as I mentioned, it goes under the Minor Gold card, just swipe and they're able to have their full meal. Full meals, healthy meals. We do, as I mentioned, menu changes. We do offer vegetarian options, gluten-free items for those of them that have any allergens. Also the financial control part of it, you're able to manage that, they're able to manage that and this is what we're going to be spending throughout the semester. So sometimes they end up spending so much that we just don't know where did it go. And as well, the accessibility of being in campus is going to keep them focused. It promotes a likelihood to graduate in 4 years, higher GPAs, a better performance because they're having their meals as they need them. They don't skip any lunch meals throughout the semester. The 75 meals, it's a meal per day throughout each of the semesters. We do for the pick and shovel, we have made to order stations, a salad bar, carving station, deli, a Mongolian grill, desserts. We do have activities throughout there. They're able to meet new people as well. And our everyday favorites, as you were able to see at the video, we do have a lot of favorites like Sandelas, Jamba Juice, Pizza Hut, Chick-fil-A, all of the good stuff we have here on campus. So they're able to have that access and get their study going. So basically that's mainly what we have as far as the dining services part of it. It is on the meal plans. Like I said, it's just an opportunity for you as a parent to think of it and be able to put yourselves a budget as you're starting right now, getting the students to enroll in campus. So it's really, I'll leave my information here, but as Melissa mentioned, if you have any more questions on our end, feel free to ask. And that's it on my end. So I don't know if any.
Thank you so much, Diana. We do have a question. Let me see.
Yes.
I don't know for who it may be. Could someone give us tips on best practices for incoming freshmen move preparations outside of the El Paso area? For example, can we ship items early, such as a TV? What are some items that are a must to bring? We are flying in. Thank you in advance. So I guess this is more for you, Elisa.
Yes, absolutely. So actually today we had a meeting to talk about moving and how we're sending the communication to the students. So we will be sending that information to students in the next week or so. But so yes, students can absolutely start shipping once they know the room assignment, which they can see on the housing portal. They can start shipping to the general address. So attention, the name of the student, Minor Village, and the address of Minor Village or Minor Canyon. So they can, like, if they have Amazon Prime, for example, and they're starting to send their items, we just don't have a lot of storage. So don't send all of your packages through Amazon just because it just creates, we don't have the storage for everybody, but you can start doing that. If your student is in a shared apartment, which more than likely they are, I recommend that they start reaching out to the roommates to plan for who's bringing the small appliances. So who's bringing the microwave, who's bringing the coffee maker, who's bringing the toaster, because it's cheaper that way. And then they start having the conversation of, we're sharing plates or everybody's bringing their own. We cannot have 2 microwaves, so you can do that. The other most asked question is if the students should bring a mini fridge. I would say no. The fridge is a full-size fridge, so there is room for everybody, and the rooms are small. So you could bring a mini fridge, but take away storage space for the student. So I would not recommend the student brings a mini fridge. There is really no need for that. We do also have a lot of students that make their meals on the weekend, but they buy the meal plan for the whole week because, again, they are in that area all day and they just come to their apartment to take a nap, take a shower, and then go back. So avoids the hassle of coming back and forth and cooking and doing other things. But yes, you can start shipping. We'll send more information to the students about moving, as I said, in the next couple of weeks, so that students can start preparing. Move in for first year students is August 19th. And by we, I mean the entire university, we are very excited to welcome all the students back. So there is a lot planned for the students the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday before classes start. So if you're coming with your student, hoping that you're gonna spend all the time with them and then just be with them, 24/7 until they go to class on Monday, I would rather have the student go to all of the events and start getting to know their peers, because there's a lot happening. A cookout, and there's gonna be inflatables and music and community meetings and games. we are very excited to have everybody back. So the student is gonna have a lot to do. So yeah, we're excited. I hope that I answered your question. If you need follow up, let me know.
Nice. Awesome. Thank you so much for that. I'm a little jealous that, I'm not a student coming in and I can't party with cookouts and everything.
Yeah, we've never done a move-in weekend as big as this one is going to be. So we are very, very excited.
That is awesome. And she was asked, they're asking, will you have something for the parents to do?
We
Thank
do
you,
not.
Mrs. Elisa.
No,
This
our
helps.
office, we do not. Yeah. So yeah, we're hoping to just get the students involved as soon as we can, and just get them to start getting to know their cohort and their peers. Because even the students that are coming to new student orientation the past couple of weeks are very eager to get to know others. So
Definitely. There's a ton of programming being created for those first 2 weeks of school and for the rest of the fall semester. So it's going to be an exciting time because in a sense, we do have 2 freshman classes experiencing UTEP for the first time in person. So thank you for that. Does anyone else have any questions? If not, so we don't, take up any more of your time. Again, you can put them in the chat, or if not, you can always, Diana and Elisa have both shared their information. If you have any additional questions, you can email them. If not, you can always email Jessica or I at parents@utep.edu. But if no one has any other questions, I'm going to thank both Elisa and Diana. Thank you so much for joining us this Wednesday and giving us this wealth of knowledge and information. And thank you everyone else here who joined us for this parents meeting. And it's ending pretty early, so we won't take up any more of your time on Wednesday. And if you're in El Paso, this nice rainy weather. So if there's not anything else, thank you guys so much and have a good night.
thank you.
Thank you.